Good day, my dear 5th class students. Today I am going to teach a lesson or do some problems in the chapter number 16. The title of the lesson is Areas. It is covered in pages 129 through 136. And prior to that, I want to say that my name is Allada Janardhan Rao. I am the correspondent for Srujana Vidyalaya. I am very happy to let you know all our people are healthy. The students, teachers and non-teaching staff at the school, we are all doing well. And we have more than 500 videos recorded, another 500 plus Zoom classes conducted for 8th, 9th and 10th. We recently started Zoom classes for 7th. All this is fine and dandy. The only sad part is that students do not have the test books. Parents, the students have to have the test book. Without test books and study materials, they will be at a loss. So if you have a problem, come and meet me. Now, let me review what you learned already, basically about a point, a ray, line segment, a closed curve, open curve, an angle, a triangle, circle, rectangle, and square. All these you already learned. So, what those shapes mean, I will review that first, and then in this particular lesson, area, what is the definition of area, and how do you find the areas of regular and irregular figures? I will explain what is a regular figure and what is an irregular figure. And then how do you decide which one is larger, which one is smaller? Again, there are also some exercises that is covered by exercise 16.1. Then we'll review the first half. Then we'll talk about how do you measure the areas of irregular figures and regular figures. How are these figures represented geometrically according to Srujana standards? How are they represented? And then how do we develop certain formulae for the areas? And there are some problems in exercise 16.2. And then of course there is also a revision exercise. And after that, we will review the second half, and then finally I will wrap it up. And then also, other than the normal procedure, in this class, I will develop and summarize the formulae that we have, and then I will give a brief review of the next lesson, that is about volume. So, ఈ పాఠంలో ఏం చెప్తాను నన్ను మొట్టమొదట ఇంతవరకు మీరు నేర్చుకున్నవి పాయింట్ అంటే బిందువు, రే కిరణం, అండ్ దెన్ లైన్ గీత, line segment, then mukka, and then you have a closed curve, open curve, and then angle. ఇవన్నీ చెప్తాను, వాటి గురించి చెప్తాను. తర్వాత ఏరియా అంటే తెలుగులో ఏమంటాము, వైశాల్యము, దానికి డెఫినేషన్ చెప్తాను. ఆ తర్వాత ఫస్ట్ హాఫ్ మరోసారి రివ్యూ చేస్తాను. అండ్ దెన్ కొన్ని ఇర్రెగ్యులర్ ఫిగర్స్ అంటే ఏంటి, రెగ్యులర్ ఫిగర్స్ అంటే ఏంటి, వాటి యొక్క ఏరియాస్ ఎలా కాల్కులేట్ చేస్తామో చెప్తాను. తర్వాత కొన్ని రెగ్యులర్ ఫిగర్స్కి వాటి యొక్క ఏరియాస్, ఫార్ములాస్ ఎలా చేయడం అనేది కూడా చెప్తాను. ఆ తర్వాత మేబీ ఇఫ్ దర్ ఇస్ టైమ్ పర్మిట్, I will do 1 or 2 problems, and finally I will review what you are going to learn in the next class. So this is about area. Okay, Abhinjala. So now let me move on to the lesson here. First, as I mentioned, I want to review what you already learned. దీన్ని ఏమంటాము పాయింట్ అంటాం. A point does not have any dimensions, no end point, nothing like that. Whereas when you have a ray, this is a ray, point is represented say A, B or P or whatever. This is O, this is A, OA, and this is a ray. Ray has only one point, but it doesn't have any length. So somebody may draw the ray all the way here. Somebody may draw the ray only up to here. So ray does not have any length. Then you have a line. Line does not have any end point, and it does not have any length. Now the line segment comes. Line segment is a part of a line. Is represented. This one line is represented by say let's say L or M or A. Small letters they will use normally. Now line segment is AB. So it can be written as AB with a bar on the top, and this has two end points, and it has also definite length. Now this is called a closed curve. Closed curve means when you start at one point, you should be able to come to the same point after walking along the shape, along the curve. So here in this case, this is a closed curve. Whereas if you have something like this, if you start here, you come here all the way here, and you walk, and you come only up to here. You are not. This is your starting point. Let us say yes. You don't come to the starting point. So it is a open curve. And then also I told you when two lines intersect. Let us say this is one line and this is another line. These two lines are intersecting at the elbow. So these two parts are intersecting at elbow. So this point, there is an angle formed. So this one is called the point of intersection. This is one arm, this is another arm. Let us say O, this is A, B. OA, OB is never arms and the sides and and ఈ యాంగిల్ని we represent with a slanted L రాసి AOB. అంటే OAకి OBకి మధ్యన యాంగిల్ ఎక్కడ ఫార్మ్ అయింది ఓదేర్ ఫార్మ్ అయింది. సో ఇది యాంగిల్ అన్నప్పుడు ఇలా స్లాంటెడ్ రాసి అలా చేయాలి. సో దట్స్ వాట్ వి లెర్న్ సో ఫార్ యాంగిల్. అండ్ దెన్ now we are getting into closed figures, like for example here a triangle. Triangle is మూడు యాంగిల్స్ ఉంటాయి అన్నమాట. This is one angle, this is another angle, this is another angle. That is covered in the previous lesson. So let's say triangle down to AOAB, say C. Triangle ABC. That's how you represent. Okay? Then we have what is called circle. A closed curve of circle. Simplest is closed curve. Circle. దీన్ని ఏమంటాము center. CENTER. తర్వాత దీన్ని ఏమంటాము ఇది O అనుకోండి. ఇది ఎనీ పాయింట్ ఆన్ సర్కంఫరెన్స్. OA ఏమంటాము రేడియస్ అంటాం. RADIUS. And suppose if you draw a line through the center, you say PQ. PQ ఏమంటాము diameter. Suppose you have a point here L and K. LK is called the denominator arc. LK is called as the arc. So that already you learned. All these you learned in the previous case. Total complete circle. That's called the circumference. Circumference. CIRCUM. Circumference. FERENCE. Circumference. Okay? Now, so you learned about the circle, and then what you have is so when you try a circle, you always have to mark the point O as the center, and take a point anywhere on the circumference, and mark this line as this is radius. If you cannot write it, then you put a dot there and write here as radius. So I mentioned about then. We want to think about what. Let's see. We have not come to the chapter yet. Now, then you have a rectangle. This is a rectangle. Rectangle is one the opposite sides are, these two sides are, opposite sides are equal, and here you represent like this. This is called chesar. This is called length. Length. Put a rectangle A, B, C, D. Major trial, rectangle and trial. Rectangle. That's a swing away. So this angle is 90 degrees. And it is how the reference chastam. And then CD is the width. See the length, L, small L. This now width, widthb. That's what it is. So that's how you represent a rectangle. Now in the case of a square, all sides are equal. This is A, B, C, and D. So here, equivalent in the AD is equal to BC, and CD is equal to AB. CD is equal to AB. Whereas in the case of the square, AD is equal to DC is equal to CB is equal to BA. All these are right angles and all sides are equal. This is all I covered. I gave you the introduction about all the shapes here. Now we come into area. Area definition is the space. If you look at page number 129. So area, the extent of surface occupied by any object. Area is the extent of surface occupied by an object. So ఒక ఆబ్జెక్ట్ ఉంది, ఏదో ఆబ్జెక్ట్ అలా ఉంది, ఏదో సంథింగ్ లైక్ ఇది ఎంత స్పేస్ ఆక్యుపై చేస్తుంది, ఇది దాన్ని ఏరియా అంటాం. ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈజ్ రెక్టాంగిల్ యొక్క ఏరియా, ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈజ్ స్క్వేర్ యొక్క ఏరియా, ఇఫ్ ఇట్ ఈజ్ ట్రయాంగిల్ యొక్క ఏరియా. ఓకే, సో ఏరియా ఈజ్ డిఫైన్డ్ యాజ్ extent of surface occupied of an object, occupied by an object, Doing that? No. So that is the definition, extent of surface occupied by an object. Now in room area calculate chestam. Suppose you want to put floor tile, you need to know how many tiles are needed. Then you have to calculate the area. Area calculate chestam. So area and extent of the surface covered by an object. Now when you have so in the case of we have different shapes in the Japan. Suppose you take a triangle. In the triangle, all this area occupied by this is area of the triangle. Similarly, a circle like మొత్తం round circle, and then the white one. Similarly, you have rectangle and all that. Now suppose you have an irregular. This is not an irregular. In the textbook, if you look at, this is not a regular object. Similarly, you have some other objects also. This is an irregular object. This is not like a fundamental shape for Raval. Okay? Circle, triangle, rectangle, square. You learn about a parallelogram, rhombus, trapezium, and these are all the standard shapes for which you have ready-made formulae to calculate the area. So in which case, what we have to do is, you have to convert the odd shape into a known shape. Here, for example, if you draw a line like this, then this becomes a rectangle and this becomes a triangle. Okay, so now suppose you have an object like this. How do you find the area of this? This area of this figure you can obtain by drawing the figure on a graph sheet. Okay, you see that what I am doing? This is a graph paper. On this I am measuring each graph paper. Let's say this is 1 centimeter. All these are, let's say this is equal to 1 centimeter. And this is also equal to, let's say, 1 centimeter. అర్థమైందా? సో దీనికి ఏం చేస్తాం అంటే ఏంటి, ఒక స్క్వేర్ తీసుకుంటే ఇది దాని వెడల్పు సైడ్ రెండు, ఇదేమో 1 సెంటీమీటరు, ఇదేమో 1 సెంటీమీటరు, 1 సెంటీమీటర్ 1 సెంటీమీటర్ 1 స్క్వేర్ సెంటీమీటర్. అయితే ఇప్పుడు ఏం చేస్తాం, ఇక్కడ లోన్ ఉన్న పూర్తిగా ఉన్న స్క్వేర్లన్నీ క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేస్తాం. ఆ తర్వాత మనం ఏం చేస్తాము, అక్కడ హాఫ్ కని హెచ్చున్నవి కౌంట్ చేస్తాం. కౌంట్ చేసి దానిలో సగం తీసుకుంటే ఏరియా. అంటే ఇలాంటి ఫిగర్స్లోని వీ విల్ గెట్ ఓన్లీ అప్రాక్సిమేట్ ఏరియా వస్తుంది. అందుకని ఫుల్ కరెక్ట్గా ఎగ్జాక్ట్గా ఏరియా రాదు. బట్ దెర్ ఈజ్ అన్ ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్ కాల్డ్ ఐ థింక్ ప్లానిమీటర్, PLANIMETER. ఈ ఇన్స్ట్రుమెంట్ వాడితే, సో this is an instrument where it has an arm, and then you move the arm along this curve, and then it will calculate, finally it will give a reading which gives the area of that irregular figure. But now here, only when you have an irregular figure like this, what you have to do is draw the figure on a graph paper, count all the full squares and half squares. So based on that you will calculate. Suppose there are 28 full squares, that is equal to 28 centimeter square. Suppose there are 32 half squares, that means 32 into this is equal to 32 into half, that is equal to 216. So you add 16, so total area is approximately 44 centimeters square. Do you understand? Let me do it again here. Suppose when you measure, let us say you got full squares in the say, let us say 28 and 28 centimeters square. And half square, so then 32 check. And then 32 into half. 32 into half is equal to ఎంత 16. So 16 centimeters square. So total area of 44 centimeters square. This is approximate. And that is another way to do it. Okay. You can also calculate. We want to calculate about quarter allotment కూడా చేయొచ్చు. Okay. But this is here you get only the rough area. Now, if you look at there is something here. I want you to read how I showed you that. And if you look at page 132, it is 132. 1, you have, let's say 3. What is M? Then, so which one you think is larger? So you can see that N is a bigger figure than M. So you can say the area of M is larger, more than M. Similarly, you have a graph paper, బొమ్మలు ఇచ్చారు, దాన్ని నువ్వు ఎలా క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయడం చెప్తున్నాడు. You have basically, I told you how to count it, and then count చేసి ఇందా చెప్పినట్టు క్యాలిక్యులేట్ చేయాలి. సో వాట్ డిడ్ ఐ టెల్ యూ సో ఫార్ ఏం చేశాను, నేను మొట్టమొదటి రివ్యూ చేశాను, ఆల్ జామెట్రికల్ ఫిగర్స్ అన్ని రివ్యూ చేశాను. అండ్ ఆల్సో ఐ షోడ్ యూ డెఫినేషన్ ఆఫ్ ఏరియా చెప్పాను. తర్వాత హౌ టు ఫైండ్ ది ఏరియాస్ ఆఫ్ ఇర్రెగ్యులర్ ఫిగర్స్ చెప్పాను. నౌ వి మూవ్ ఆన్ టు ఏరియా ఆఫ్ రెగ్యులర్ ఫిగర్స్. రెగ్యులర్ ఫిగర్స్ ప్రజెంటేషన్ అప్పుడు చెప్తాను. ఇప్పుడు రెక్టాంగిల్ ఉందంటే అది అలా గీయాలి, రెక్టాంగిల్ అని రాయాలి, ఇక్కడ ఇవి చేయాలి. ఇది లెంత్ L. This is breadth, BREADTH, breadth B అన్నాను. So area of a rectangle, formula, area of rectangle is equal to L into B. This is so many square units. And if the length of rectangle is L units and breadth is B units, then the area of the rectangle is L into B. Now, I will check total number of, so you can actually divide. You can easily divide the rectangles into number of squares. That's how I you do it. Suppose let us say square is a formula. Now in the case of, let me say this one. In this case of a square, it rational square and triangle. So this is side. Yes and no. This is also side. Yes. Okay. Now if you let us do some problem here. Suppose I have a square which is 4 centimeters side. Side of the 4 centimeters. Until 11 the 30. So it is 0 is 1, 2, 3, 4. Similarly, if I divide this, it is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So if you draw lines like this, you can see, okay, how many squares are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. So 16 centimeters square is the area. In other words, if the length here, if the side here is 4 centimeters and this is also 4 centimeters, then 4 into 4 is equal to 16 centimeters. So in both the cases, that is rectangle or a square, the formula ఏంటి ఏరియా రెక్టాంగిల్ ముందు బొమ్మ ఎలా గీస్తాము ఇక్కడేమో రెక్టాంగిల్ అని రాయాలి ఓకే రాసి ఇది లెంత్ అని రాస్తాము ఇలా చూడండి ఎలా గీస్తున్నాను ఇది కొంచెం టచ్ అవ్వకూడదు లెంత్ LEMGTHL లెంత్ L దిస్ ఈజ్ సైడ్ breadth 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 B. So area is equal to L into B, that is square units. Square units. Now in the case of a square, this is side S, this is side S, and this is also side S. So area equals square and triangle. Okay? Area of the square is equal to S into S, that is equal to S square units. Okay? So I gave you the formula and all that. Now, I think pretty much this chapter this lesson is complete. So if you want to find the area of an irregular figure, what you do is you just draw the figure on a graph paper and then count all the number of squares and then half squares. That will be approximate. Whereas in the case of a rectangle and a square, I showed the formula. Rectangle area is L into B, area of a square is S into S. So in the next lesson we will talk about the volume. And that I will explain. Volume is the amount of surface space occupied. Volume we will define. Again, how do you find the volume of irregular figures and regular figures? That's what we will learn in the next lesson. And I don't want to talk too much about it right now because I will cover that in detail in the next class. So in this lesson, once again, I want to review that first of all I introduced you, I reviewed all the geometrical figures, point, ray, line segment, closed figure, open figure, angle, and then we also learned about triangle, circle, rectangle and square. And we also defined what is the definition of area చెప్పాను. ఆ తర్వాత how do you find a larger and a smaller object, whichever is a bigger, more area, that is a larger figure than the smaller figure. Correct? Right. The area, ఏ ఫిగర్కి అయితే ఏరియా ఇచ్చిందో అది లార్జర్ అవుతుంది, ఏ ఫిగర్కి అయితే ఏరియా తక్కువ ఉంటుందో అదేమో smaller figure. You can by looking at it, you can easily see. But if you want to do it, or you can draw a plot, both of them on graph paper, find the number of full squares and half squares, and calculate the approximate area. Thereby you can judge which one is larger and which one is smaller. And in the case of the regular figure, I developed the formula for a rectangle as well as a square, rectangle and a square. So rectangle length into breadth, so many square units in ILA, and in the case of a square, it is S into S or side into side, which is side square. So area is in square unit. Area is a square unit. ఎందువల్ల ఏరియా అంటే ఇక్కడ ఏం చేస్తారు ఎల్ ఇంటూ బి అన్నారు. ఎల్ అంటే అయింది సెంటీమీటర్స్, ఈ సెంటీమీటర్స్ అయితే మొత్తం ఏమవుతుంది సెంటీమీటర్ స్క్వేర్. ఈ రెండు ఒకే యూనిట్స్ ఉండాలి, ఒకటి మీటర్స్ ఒకటి సెంటీమీటర్స్ ఉండకూడదు. రెండింటిని కూడా ఒకే దానిలో ఉంచి అప్పుడు యూ హ్యావ్ టు క్యాల్కులేట్. సో వెల్, that is the summary of the lesson. I taught the lesson, I gave you the introduction and summarized it. There are only two formulas that we learned in this lesson. One is the area of the rectangle is equal to L into B, and the area of a square is equal to S into L. These both of them are in square unit. When you do the calculation, both L and B should be in the same unit. ఒక మీటర్స్లో ఒక సెంటీమీటర్స్ ఉండకూడదు, 2 సెంటీమీటర్స్ ఉండాలి, లేదా 2 మీటర్స్లో ఉండాలి, 2 మిల్లీమీటర్స్లో ఉండాలి. Okay, that's what you have to do. I also taught you what is a regular figure, what is irregular figure. Regular figure అంటే ఏంటి? నీ జమెట్రికల్ ఫార్ములా ఈ ఏరియా ఆఫ్ ది స్క్వేర్ రెక్టాంగిల్కి వాడే కదా, అలాంటి ఫార్ములాలు వాడి క్యాల్కులేట్ చేయగలిగితే అది రెగ్యులర్ ఫిగర్ అవుతుంది. అలాంటి ఫార్ములాలు వాడలేమనుకోండి, దెన్ ఇట్ బికమ్స్ ఏ irregular figure. Okay, well, I hope you understood the lesson. If you have any questions and if you like my teaching, subscribe. And if you have any comments on how I taught the lesson, and if you have any doubts, please send me a voicemail message or WhatsApp message to 789-361-4045. Thank you. Have a great day.